Season 2 of Squid Game introduced us to a wide array of new and interesting characters, from the officer to an abundance of new contestants, and even the captain of the ship. However, one character stood out the most to me, Kang No-Eul, Soldier 11. She worked on the island during the games, eliminating those who had been disqualified. Kang No-Eul is a deeply complex individual with moral nuances that set her apart from the other soldiers. Her past experiences shape her actions and make her resonate with certain contestants, such as player 246. This inspired me to delve deeper into her character to uncover what drives her and why she behaves the way she does. Kang No-Eul's backstory is both tragic and riveting, shedding light on the harsh realities of her life and the extraordinary circumstances that shaped her. Born and raised in North Korea, she endured the oppressive regime and rose through the ranks of the Korean People's Army. However, her life took a drastic turn when she found herself forced to take the life of her commanding officer, a choice made out of desperation and survival. This pivotal moment marked the beginning of her perilous escape. With relentless determination, she fled across the heavily fortified border, leaving behind her newborn daughter in a heartbreaking act of sacrifice. Her journey was fraught with danger as a special team was dispatched to capture or eliminate her, but Kang No-Eul demonstrated her unparalleled combat skills by single-handedly neutralizing the pursuers with just a single rifle. She then crossed the heavily guarded demarcation line, an act that would seem impossible to most. This display of exceptional bravery and tactical genius did not go unnoticed, catching the eye of a high-ranking officer. Recognizing her extraordinary potential, the officer recruited her to become a soldier in the high-stakes games, where her survival instincts and combat expertise would be put to the ultimate test. Kang No-Eul's story is one of loss, resilience, and a relentless fight for freedom, setting the stage for her role in the games. Her separation from her daughter is a major motivator in her present life. When we first meet her, she shows a deep sense of care toward Gi-Hun, a young girl at an amusement park who admired her costume. Kang No-Eul even hired someone to locate her daughter in the north, hoping to reunite with her in the south. However, when the investigator informed her it wasn't possible, she lost her sense of happiness and humanity. A poignant moment in the season was when Gi-Hun gave her a drawing, which Kang later burned. This act symbolized her letting go of her human side, the soft, caring part of her that managed to smile even during the darkest times. She realized that to fulfill her role as a soldier in the games, she needed to suppress her emotions and return to the hardened state she had as a soldier in the Korean People's Army. Despite her cold exterior, there are glimpses of humanity in Kang No-Eul. She visited Gi-Hun at the hospital and returned the red hat the girl had dropped. This act of kindness showed that some part of her still cared, even as she carried out horrific tasks during the games. The burning of Gi-Hun's drawing marked a turning point, symbolizing her transformation into a ruthless soldier. Letting go of her hope to reunite with her daughter weighed heavily on her, but it was something she felt necessary to survive. Kang No-Eul is a skilled marksman, evident from her role as one of the snipers during the red light, green light game, a skill likely honed during her time in the army. The masks worn by the soldiers in the games indicate their rank, circles represent the lowest rank, triangles signify enforcers, and squares denote managers. Kang No-Eul is of the second rank, allowing her to enforce rules and challenge other soldiers. Her journey in Squid Game Season 2 is both tragic and compelling, showcasing a character torn between her humanity and the brutal reality of her role. If someone dares to oppose Kang No-Eul or falls below her expectations, she has no qualms about taking decisive and often ruthless action. Her unwavering resolve and moral ambiguity are vividly showcased in the show, particularly in her brutal handling of eliminated players. Kang ensured that no one left behind could be exploited for their body parts or organs, a dark operation orchestrated and enforced by the officer. She vehemently opposed this inhumane practice, taking it upon herself to confirm every kill, even if it meant confronting the victims face to face. With cold determination, she would lock eyes with those who pleaded for mercy, showing neither hesitation nor remorse. Her actions weren't born of cruelty alone but stemmed from a twisted sense of mercy and understanding that a quick death was far kinder than the horrors they would endure if left alive. In some harrowing instances, she allowed participants to believe they had escaped death, only to end their suffering at the last moment, knowing their temporary reprieve was only an illusion. Kang's actions blurred the line between heroism and villainy, as she believed her methods were justified in the context of a brutal system that left no room for compassion. Her ability to remain emotionally detached and her willingness to carry out these grim tasks underscore her hardened character, shaped by years of survival in unforgiving circumstances. Through her actions, the show explores complex moral dilemmas, revealing Kang No-Eul as a figure of both fear and admiration, capable of doing whatever it takes to maintain control and protect her twisted sense of justice. Kang No-Eul has no fear within the games. Even in the presence of the officer, she remains composed. She was recruited by the officer approximately 7 years before the events of Season 2. He found her in a hospital after she escaped across the demarcation line, setting the stage for her eventual role as a soldier. As a soldier, Kang forms a deep connection with contestant 246. This man is Nayeon's father, someone she encountered at the theme park where she previously worked. She first noticed him during the red light, green light game through her sniper scope. The shock on her face suggested she recognized him from the outside world and was reminded of his connection to Nayeon. This brought her back to reality, a stark contrast to her usual detached demeanor within the games. In the games, Kang suppresses every ounce of her humanity. The thought of potentially killing contestant 246 would weigh heavily on her, as she knows the pain of losing a daughter. She understands that killing him would devastate his sick child, who is fighting for her life. This internal conflict forces her to confront the morality she had tried so hard to shut out. In the Season 2 finale, a triangle-masked soldier aimed their weapon at contestant 246. While it seemed like they were about to kill him, it's possible this soldier was Kang. Given her connection to him, it's unlikely she would harm him. Her moral struggles and humanity, though buried, prevent her from following through. Kang's life and identity are heavily shrouded in masks, literally and figuratively. As a worker in the amusement park and as a soldier in the games, she wears a mask to conceal her true self. This reflects her inner struggle and desire to remain unnoticed, likely stemming from the emptiness of being separated from her daughter. Looking ahead, Kang's future promises to be fascinating. She could become a pivotal character in the resistance against the games. Her moral compass sets her apart from the other soldiers, and her connection to contestant 246 might be the crack in her emotional armor. This could lead her to switch sides and help Gi-Hun and the others fight the Frontman and dismantle the games. While it's doubtful Kang will reunite with her daughter, her grief and longing could drive her to help 246 reunite with Nayeon, showing the kindness and humanity she still possesses. Kang's brief smiles remind us that, despite her hardened exterior, she has the capacity for compassion. However, if Kang does switch sides, it will undoubtedly make her a target for other soldiers, placing her in even greater danger. Her journey in Season 3 is one to watch, and it will be intriguing to see if her story follows a predictable path or takes unexpected turns. Outro. That's Kang No-Eul explained. If you'd like to see a full breakdown of Squid Game Season 2, check out the card in the top corner. I've also explained every game from the season in another video, so be sure to watch that as well. For more of my thoughts on the latest movies and shows, head over to my Letterboxd profile, where I rate new releases in real time. What are your thoughts on Kang No-Eul? Let me know in the comments. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.